Not sure, but
can we have some questions to be taken from the students at least?
yeah,
Because
anybody please.
I
Anybody
think
please.
that will be very much grateful from their insight ki what they're thinking about all the presentations. Yes, any questions from any students? You're open to the questions now. Okay, there is one comment that we want to know how differently the approach of the studio changed due to the pandemic situation. So, what is the take on how did we approach towards the pandemic situation of the Urban Design Studio this semester? So, this is the question asked by Pavanika Biradar.
Anybody to respond?
Like an outsider, I don't teach this studio, but I ended up reviewing a couple of studios this time. So what I can say that there is some amount of justification which has been done, although there has been change. Like I've seen how Harvey has taken a stance on how to actually operate in these conditions, and I saw Jaipur College, Purnima University take a stance on how to actually operate in this situation. There is a lot of weightage given to secondary data. There is a lot of weightage which is given to dialogues, like how Satya sir was prompting, and I think the outcome is very much there. And at the end of the day, education, like how sir is saying, education is in conducted, and what students go out and then cultivate later, I think is what it is important. What students are given are the tools only. How they use it later is what they are smart about, I think. So I think it is quite a success in that.
Since you mentioned it, I was on.
Can I say something? So
Yes, after you.
Yeah. I mean, there were some really amazing presentations. I must congratulate all of you. But I'm talking from a student's point of view. I've always had soft corner for students. I don't want them to be intimidated, especially now with what you all saw. And in my first opening note, that's what I said. These are challenging times. This semester is supposed to be done on the ground and, getting your hands dirty. But we are going to be innovative. I'm sure all of you, that is a way to do it in normal conditions, right? So today, I think we should come forward and see the same, we've only learned Kevin Lynch kind of mapping. We've learned only, the masters. But for me, that was just, for me as a teacher, that's just a premise for you to think differently. How else can we map the city sitting at home? Today, everything is at the tip of your fingers. You know how things are mapped. You know how things are seen or observed. And then, put it out there as data, relevant data. And I also want to go back to Satya sir, as he mentioned at the beginning. At the undergrad level, I think we are not expected to solve cities' problems, but just to understand the urban context, and then to come out with a program which is very relevant and contextual to the site that you have chosen. Suddenly the power is given to you at that semester to decide on program, decide on the kind of language that you want to, architectural language. It's a power that you need to take decisions only after understanding the context, but not designing the city or solutions to the city. So I really want to end that saying that don't get intimidated with the processes and the methods that were shown to you. Those are learnings. And I really like to see architectural expressions which are, come out of the learnings and not so much so much documentation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Though one did mention about that, which was in the first UD studio in the college, in KSSA. The second studio was taken by other faculty. So they took their approach. The third studio has been taken by Rupesh and Savya. They take another approach. All approaches are fine, as long as everything leads to the same. So the end of the path is, there can be a million paths, is a destination which is important. Now back to the post-pandemic or pandemic. This time I was on the SPA Urban Design Masters jury for SPA Delhi. And Arunav and others who called me there, they did say that, majority of the students, there were a large number of, there were projects from some 15 cities across India. So, we were looking at how do we look at it. And, one thing one realized, it was not a bad studio, though he told me, Satya, the work quality is not good, that is not good. But I found it was pretty okay. You know why it was okay? When we are not able to go outside, we can go inside us, we can introspect. Many of you could be in the age of 20, 21, 22. At your exposure level, you can introspect. I could be much older than you. I could be 3 times your age. And I could introspect at the exposure I got. So as long as we are able to introspect our exposure, as long as we can introspect our exposure, we can learn from inside us. We can also learn from outside us. Well, the opportunity to learn from outside us reduced, then the opportunity to learn from inside us increases. If you look at all the civilizations, before this globalization happened, industrialization happened, before colonization happened, whether whether we are looking at the Incas in the Peru, or whether we are looking at the Japanese or the Indians in those days, wherever, amazing civilizations were built up. And what was exposure there? Only of their localities. And that's enough. It's enough to create greatness. What information did Hampi rulers have in those days? They had nothing. They did nothing much beyond certain regional influences. So those of you who did not have an opportunity to go outside, even now we are saying it, go inside yourselves, introspect, think, you develop your intellect. Internet is not a great idea. Internet is useful. I often do say that we should search inside, not search in internet. And we get lots of ideas. And many of us sitting here are not from the internet era. We are not from the era where all these tools were available, whether it's for base making or whatever else, base map making or whatever else. So in a way, Corona time, lockdown time is an imperative, a context where we could do whatever we wanted to do. That was another context, another imperative. We should be able to navigate and learn either of the contexts. Over to anybody else, please.
I just wanted to add on to a lighter note to the question that definitely it was difficult for us faculties to take the urban design studio as such for the pandemic situation. But then we literally grilled the students for the secondary data, as Guru Prasanna sir told us that on the basis of the secondary data, definitely students have worked with their interest in that, and I think that is what the approach which they themselves learned, which I think I as a faculty also got to know that this can also be done from the secondary data source. We can produce a lot of work.
Yes.
Definitely the experiential quality on ground is somewhere or the other missing, but then again sir told the technological enhancements can be taken as a new tool to understand the 3 dimensions of the streets and all those things. So definitely I agree. So that was the only approach I think we had as faculties, that we grilled on the secondary data too much. So yeah.
If I can quickly add, sorry.
Yes.
Continue.
I was just adding like a humorous email that I got from a student during this time. It just said, "I give up" in capitals.
Yeah.
Sandhya,
Did you say I gave up too?
I'm
or
sure.
Sandhya, was that a compliment to you?
No,
Looks like that.
but sir, what you said was so very true. This is the second pandemic I'm seeing, and the first pandemic I was just a student who had just got out of. I had finished 11th, and I was doing a street plays and then awareness program across villages in and around Bangalore, the first pandemic. And I was very young. It was fun for me at that point of time. It was not that dangerous. And it was HIV virus and AIDS for which we were raising awareness. But in today's time, just like how you said, no, sir, in the sense that I remember Jeff Kipnis, I think. He's another theoretician from US. He had sent messages to a lot of people he knows when the first lockdown happened. And what he said was that he remained within, I'm paraphrasing, remain within your profession and then look for the benefits that your profession can do to the society. And that was so right. And we have remained within our industry. And I think through IDI, we have done quite a bit of work for this during this time and for this time. So it's what you said was so very right. And I think students, coming back to the students should take it like it's like strengthening process of challenges. During my lifetime, I've seen 2 recession, and it goes on. And so learn the maximum that you can learn and do the best that you can do. That's all that is expected. Nothing more.
Just to add to everything that's been said, to answer the question also to some extent. Yeah, it was very challenging. So I think if the students feel they did their best, they should not feel disheartened, because I think all students went through the same thing, and different students dealt with it differently, and many of them had a lot of personal problems as well, which we are not aware of, and we couldn't have helped them on that front. So I think faculty also tried to do the best they could. But having said that, in terms of, I think this really pushed us all to be to think about how to be resourceful. The internet, unfortunately, was our only source of information to a great extent. So I think being resourceful, getting data, and I feel looking back on your previous semester, again, that's one thing I can't emphasize enough. It's every semester one seems to forget what they learned the previous semester, and it's very frustrating, because then you have to start from the beginning and you lose a lot of time in that. So I think that is something students also should kind of work on, retaining their memories of their previous semesters and using that to work smartly and fast. If that was done, then that would have been great. And the other thing we did in terms of data was our students did the online surveys. So they reached out to a lot of people. I mean, whoever would. So, but again, obviously, that gets restricted to people who are using the internet and who know how to respond in English. It really limits your group, the pool of respondents. But there was something, at least. It was not completely missing in that sense. So there was some primary information at least. And then there were a handful of students in Bangalore who helped out by going whenever they could, and they would make very quick forays. We didn't ask them to, we told them not to go at all. It was their own decision. So they went, and they would go and do quick videos, they were like zooming in their cars or two-wheelers or whatever, take videos of the roads, Cunningham Road or whatever that they were studying, Chamrajpet. And so they tried to supplement other information, secondary information with that kind of stuff. And the one thing we've been doing for the past 2-3 semesters is we invite guest lecturers to our studio. So this time we studied Vasant Nagar and Chamrajpet. So we had Chetan Shivaprasad, who's a resident of Chamrajpet, and he lives in a Vatara. So we're trying to get in people who, so the Vatara, I think it's 100 years plus his house, beautiful. So he actually walked us through it during his talk. And so we tried to supplement, again, the lack of the students being able to go with these talks and, conversations. We had an anthropologist, Usha Rao.
Yeah. So Salila, in other words, each one has tried to.
Yeah, exactly. So we try to do other things.
Each one has tried to face it and resolve it in their own way.
Yeah.
And, end of the day, every student, whoever is listening or every faculty who is listening, we all have to find our own way in this crisis and go on. Now we are approaching, we already passed 8 o'clock. Rupesh, what's the strategy now?
Yeah,
You want to
I think if
close
there
it, or
are
is there anybody? Has anybody?
Is there anybody who is up for a question? We can take
there
a
anything?
quick round of question answer round, or otherwise we will just
I'm also looking at the chat
for
box.
today's.
Anything in the chat box? There's
So
nothing much in
there's
the chat
yeah,
box.
no, I think
There's nothing in the chat
there are
box.
only comments. Yeah. Yes, sir.
So you can make the formal announcement about the e-certificate and the
Yes,
form
yes.
or whatever else it is.
There is a feedback link which has been shared in the text box. Kindly fill up the feedback form and you will directly get a mail regarding the e-certificate of the session, today's session. So by that, sir, Satya sir, would you like to give a small vote of thanks?
Oh, okay. Oh, that was a schedule. I remember. Yeah, yeah. Well, now see this whole. I have no idea why this session is called vote of thanks. Because the only vote we all hear about is a political vote. How many votes did an MLA get or MP get? Anyway, surprising, you know. Why is it called vote? But anyway, as a formality, it is amazing that in a short span of about a week, it was possibly last Tuesday or Wednesday that I think there was this message in the IUDI Karnataka core group where we thought, we feel the students are suffering, they have not got enough field exposure. So what can we do? And it sprang from there. By Friday, there was sudden emotional response everywhere. Hey, we should do something for this. Then by Saturday, some action started, and today we have done it. The attendance may be low. That's more because, not because the posters have not gone to many people, it has gone to all the schools across India. Of course, it goes to the principal or director or somebody's email. It's also gone through the UDI portal to many people. But these are times when majority could be submitting or whatever. It doesn't matter. Anyway, this is recorded. So anytime one can watch it again. So thanks to the whole team, amazing team spirit. That's and also Jagannathan at KSSA when I asked him, somebody has to host it. There's a lot of work in hosting it. It's not an easy job. There's tremendous amount of headache in organizing. And when he said no issue, came forward. I think that was very nice. Thanks to everybody.
Satya
Don't
sir.
name anybody beyond that, beyond KSSA.
Satya sir.
Rajatri sir is here.
Who?
Rajatri sir is here. He wants to
Rajatri is here.
Sir.
Satya sir, I have one thing to say. I have just one thing to say.
Bolo.
Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
Yeah, I am just looking for urban design studios at master's level and at bachelor's level done in India without getting lynched. Since '84, I'm lynched. And
Absolutely.
that's my only problem. Thank you. And that's the only image of cities also. Not even, what time is this place or good city form. It's lynch. It's too much of lynching. Everybody is doing lynching. Thanks.
I completely agree with that. That's why I said
We all agree with that. We all agree with that. You know what Rajat and Aruna and you all have to do? When after urban design program in SPA Delhi, I went to Banaras Ghat, stayed there for a year and a half, came back. And in those days, Katie asked me to take a session for students just like that. We were having informal session. And that day I was telling to the students and the staff in those days, I think it was way back in 1980 or so, I don't remember which year, or 81 sometimes. And I was saying that we need to develop the vocabulary, the grammar, the idea of the Indian urban design. I'm not saying India by a very chauvinistic India thing. As a large knowledge bank. So as long as we don't develop that knowledge bank, lynch will survive, Rajat, whatever you and I may say. It's your and our responsibility, Rajat, to create this body of knowledge, put it together, document it. There's so much available on Indian urban design today.
Yes, sir.
But it is spread out. SPA library maybe, or in some other studio maybe, Ahmedabad archives maybe, Krivya exhibitions maybe, some sheets here and there in RV or Mysore or wherever it is. Where is it together available for somebody to look at?
I agree.
Anyway, with that, it's a great note, Rajat. Thank you for saying it. You have suddenly created inspiration for all of us by saying it. Thank you very much. So with that, thanks to everybody. And I think it's a session where all of us, I personally have made 6 pages of notes from all the other schools, wondering how bad I was as a teacher, maybe where I can improve. I'm sure all of us have learned.
Thank you so
Thanks to
much.
everybody.
Thanks a lot.
Lastly, I would also
Thank
like
you.
to thank all
Thank
the
you.
participants and colleges.
Thank you.
Thank you, Aruna ma'am. Thank you, Guru Prasanna sir, for encouraging.
I just want to also say one last thing, Rupesh.
Yes, ma'am.
We are looking from the IUDI point of view.
Yes, ma'am.
We are looking at sessions like this, more support from institutions. We have to work toward, like sir was saying, maybe this is a chance for us to have a repository of information data, and where one stop for people to come and for the city is good. So thank you all, and we're looking forward to
Forgot to mention one more name.
this.
Meanwhile, when you said it, from KSSC, not only him, there's also another faculty, Mithali Maure. She's also sitting around and holding the whole thing.
Oh, thank you. I just want to say thanks to the team. I said right at the beginning, it's not easy to host and to, put together this kind of event. It's amazing. And we will look forward for more of these from all the institutions across the state.
I just wanted to add, it's a request, a lot of organizations conduct open crits, where the student approaches the IUDI or any organization for that matter. So at all the urban design, even for that matter, they do crits, open crits for portfolios for students who are applying for as interns. So if that IUDI can start something like that, where panelists are there, and then there is an open crit done for final year studios or some topic.
Yeah.
That's just a request.
That's already in the agenda. Point taken. Again, reiteration from you will make it stronger. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And as long as the institutions comes out with initiatives like this, we are ready to support and collaborate. So that is
absolutely anytime.
Just like how Satya sir initiated this, if you go ahead and initiate it, we will be there to stand by you.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you all.
Thank you. Good night.
Have a good evening.
Thank you. Thank you.
Everybody is invited to have dinner. It will be served in your individual houses.
In front of the
served in your
screen,
individual houses. So,
sir, I'm no more walkable distance from you. Otherwise, I would have come over, sir.
Thank you, sir. I also had tea. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Started with tea.
okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night.
We are all leaving the meeting.
Good night.
Yeah. Meet.
Bye. Bye.